We've been doing block letters quite often. That's very pretty, Maggie. She's drawing me some pretty pictures today, or painting me some pretty pictures. But you feel free to do your lettering the way that you want to do it. Because this word art is your art. And I hope that you all will share your art with us on the in the album labeled word art, so that we can see how you do your word art, because everybody does theirs different, and I love to see the uniqueness of how everybody does different things. So if you will, share with us. And this is just simple. And remember, there's no joy in comparison. So you be you. Okay, I've got mine done. Now I'm just going to do some designs on my page. And here I'm going to do like a banner. And what does prayer mean to you? I can't remember who all had the word prayer for their word of the year, but I hope you're enjoying learning about it and why God had you choose that particular word for your word of the year. Prayer to me is when I get to spend time talking to God and spending time with Him and sharing my requests with Him of what I need in my life. And it helps me build a more intimate relationship with God, and it also gives me faith and encouragement when He hears my prayers. So prayer is very important in our lives. I actually don't know what I would do if I didn't have the resource of prayer in my life to be able to see God's miracles work in my life, the prayers that He answers for me, and the hope that I find in those prayers. So this is mine. Like I said, everybody's is different, so make yours like you want to. And prayers are just simple communications with God. And I just, what I do when I pray is I just pray like I'm sitting beside God, and I am just pouring my heart out to Him. I don't get into trying to make the prayer fancy or trying to put on a show. I don't do any of that. I try to be natural and as open with God as I possibly can, because I want that realness. I want that connection with God. I'm going to just use markers with my word art, and I'm going to do different colors. First, I'm going to start with yellow, because that's what makes prayer so awesome. Awesome is that you can connect with God, and you can pour your heart out to Him in prayer, and you can be real. And I think that's what God wants us to do. And so if your word is prayer for your word of the year, I encourage you to do a deep study on that and learn what's the real meaning of prayer and what it means to you. And I haven't really seen anybody share, other than just their word, what their definition of prayer is and what it means to them, or any of their words, really. Matter of fact, I haven't seen anybody really sharing, just a few people, their word art at all. And I encourage you to do this because it encourages us to have other people participate. And it also determines whether or not we keep doing these lives. And we want to, but we want to do what y'all are interested in. Because these events take our time to do them, and we work really hard to do that. So we just want to be an encouragement to you, and we want to find a connection with you so that we can provide ways that you can connect with God and ways that you can learn more about Him, because this is not about us, but we want y'all to join in. We want y'all to be able to participate. And we know that you can't participate in everything. We know that. And we try to keep things short so you'll have time to watch. And also we try to keep things simple so you'll have time to do things without, sitting there for hours and doing things. Because I know your time is important, just like my time is important. And we all have life outside of everything else that we have to deal with. So I get it. But this is just a way to connect with other women and to keep your mind busy and to keep your mind on God and to connect. So I encourage you to participate. If there is an area that you would like to see more of, or different things done, let us know. A lot of people was mentioning they wanted to see more Bible study, and we're doing one right now, but there's nobody really, I've seen one or two people that's even watching the videos, so it's kind of confusing when people ask for it and then you do it and then nobody participates. So, and again, I understand that there's other things that involve people's times, and I'm not fussing and I'm not trying to be discouraging, but out of as many members as we have, there should be a lot more participation out of that many people than they are than just a handful of people that participate. So I'm just curious as to why, there's a lack of communication. It could be that you're not getting notifications. It could be that you're not interested. It could be you don't like what's being done in the group. But we need feedback. We need to know, because I know that God formed this ministry. I know that I obeyed His calling. I know that the numbers are growing for some reason. So there's a lack of interest somewhere, but we're not making a connection somehow. So I'm just curious as to why that's happening. So please give me some feedback. If you don't want to publicly post it in the group, we've got a poll that you can do that. But if you don't want to, if it's embarrassing to you, you can contact me and just simply say, this is what I'm interested in, or I don't like this, or I don't like you. You can even say that. It's not going to bother me one bit. And or you can contact one of the other leaders. There's Jessica Snipes, Nicole McCardle, Amy Benham, Wendy Weiser, Lisa Butler. You can contact any of us because we want to know. I said this group is volunteer based on our part, but this group is all about God first. It's all about Him. It's His group. So I want to make that very clear. We give Him the praise and the honor for it. However, it is for each one of you ladies. Each and every one of y'all. So we want to make sure that you're getting what you want to out of it. Or what you need, should I say. And if there are studies that you're interested in, and you're not really interested in the studies that's being chosen, you know, hey, say, I'm interested in this study, or I can put a list up that we can choose from. I do know that there's some interest in some different areas, and I am attentive to that, and I am planning on doing some studies in those areas, because it is an area that a lot of women face, including myself. So I do want to address that. And then there's a couple areas that are outside the realm that ladies get caught up into, because we're searching for love, and the devil knows how to pull us into those areas. So kind of want to do a study on that and share some testimonies in that area. So that would be an interesting thing if anyone's interested in that. That'll be coming up later in the year. And let's see.